Good evening, Columbus, and welcome to IAC Presents Women's Day 2021. Today marks 1 year since we had our last live event, and let's hope it's one of the last. But that being said, all of us have been doing our best to get everybody together on these virtual platforms, celebrate all the events possible, all the festivals possible. We're not letting go of a single chance, right? So, we've had a crazy week for Women's Day. We thought last year we did it on one single day. This year, why not try doing it a whole week? And we had really overwhelming response for all the events that we had planned, right from short story and poetry to food photography, a short film, which is a surprise today, a fashion show, panel discussion, games, tambola, you name it, we have it. So without further ado, let's get started. Ankit, hi there.
Hello, everyone. Good evening to everybody. This is Ankit Tarkus, and along with Anjali, I'll also be leading you through some of the activities here. So, first up, we would like to do a quick sponsor spotlight. We have a few sponsors who have been gracious enough, right? So Columbus as a community has been a community where we are seeing a number of entrepreneurs and small businesses take shape, and some of them have graciously sponsored this event, and I think that's a fantastic gesture on their part to even raise awareness about this about Women's Week in general as well. So first up, we have the WKRP Indie Real Estate Group. The group is, we have Mr. Manzil Kohli, who is one of the realtors with the group as well. And so they are leaders in real estate in Indiana. And so and are always available to potential buyers and sellers as well. So if you're looking for a place, I think you should consider contacting the WKRP group as well. Next, we have Flavors of India. This is a local restaurant in Columbus, and they offer authentic Indian food. So do check them out. They're in downtown. And finally, we have Kaya Soaps as well as one of our sponsors. And Kaya Soaps makes handmade products and spa products. So they are all natural and all organic. And I would say that it's really great to see local businesses offer such premium products as well. So do check them out. They're on Etsy as well. So please reach out. I think, Anjali, if I'm not mistaken, this will also be posted later on our Facebook page. So there's all contact information and everything available for sponsors. So throughout this event, we will be shining the spotlight on others as well during our sponsor spotlight. So please watch out for this space as we go along. Right. So now what we're going to do today is we're going to start with kick off the event with some live games here. We have a few contestants here who have logged in. So we plan to have kids games here live during this event, and so we will have our kids group here just logging in shortly. So we have Niharika, we have Mananya, we have Trisha. Hello everyone, say hi. Niharika, we can't hear you and we can't see your video. And same for Trisha. Say hello everyone, you are on screen. And finally we have Neil also who's joining in. All right, so kids, you want to introduce yourselves? Niharika, you want to go first? Can you tell us what's your name and what's your age?
My name is Niharika.
So kids, you want to introduce yourselves? Niharika, you want to go first? Can you tell us what's your name and what's your age? Okay, everyone else, please mute. Niharika, you can unmute.
My name is Niharika. I'm 8 years old.
Okay, Neil, you want to go next?
My name is Neil. I'm 6 years old.
Okay. How about you, Mananya? You want to go next?
My name is Mananya and I am 6 years old.
Okay. And next, Trisha. You need to unmute yourself.
Name is Trisha and I'm 5 years old.
All right, great. So what we're going to do is we are going to play the Simon Says game, right? How many of you know how to play Simon Says? Okay. All right. So I'm going to give you all an activity, okay? And we will play this activity at least maybe 3 to 4 times, okay? The first person to win 2 rounds, okay, will go to the finals round. All right, with me so far? Okay, so in this game or in this activity, you all will have to at least get up, okay? And parents, you or the cameras can stay here. I'm okay with that, right? Parents can help a little, but they can guide, but no physical helping. Okay, you can say go here, go there, but no physical helping. Okay, like you cannot go and get stuff for the kids. All right, so we'll work on that good faith principle. All right, so are you guys all ready? Thumbs up. Okay, I want everybody out of mute. All right. So Neil, Mananya, Niharika, and Twisha. Okay, your first activity is you have to get your dad's shoes here and you have to wear it.
Go.
Get that shoes.
Go, wear it. Come on.
Show them.
Okay, who got it first? Okay, Niharika. Nice. Sorry, you can get sandals as well. That's okay.
Here's Trisha.
All right, Twisha is second. How about you, Mananya?
Says.
Oh, I'm sorry. Next time I'll say Simon Says. Okay, and then we have Neil. So Neil, can we see whether you've worn your shoes? Okay, so Neil is here. Niharika, how about you? Can you show me?
Show him.
Okay, that's Twisha and Niharika and Mananya. We'll wait for her. We'll give her a quick. But I think Niharika, you are the first one. Okay, so yeah, first Niharika, second Twisha, third Neil, fourth Mananya. And Mananya, can I see your shoes? We can't see you. Okay, you got one. Okay, so half point. Okay, all right. Now, if Niharika, you win the next challenge, you win. Niharika, are you able to hear us? We think you've frozen. Let's give Niharika a few minutes if she's dropped out of the stream. I think so. I think she'll log in. Sorry, we apologize for the logistics here. That's the challenge of working with technology. Okay, IAC moderator, please check for Niharika. If she connects in, please add her back in. Okay, I think I see her coming on board. There you go.
Sorry,
So,
we got disconnected actually.
No worries. That she was so fast, right? She affected the internet also. All right. So Niharika, can you hear us? Cool. We can hear you now. Okay. All right. So everyone able to see each other? Okay. We have a new participant as well. Amaya, can we add her in? Okay. All right. Okay. So we have a new participant in. Let's see. Right. Amaya, you want to introduce yourself?
Say hi.
Hi.
Okay. Okay. So what we are going to do is we are going to play the second activity here. Second activity is you have to get 3 different types of fruits. Okay, you can't get 3 bananas. You have to get
3 different types.
Yeah.
What? 3 types, Krishna. You can get banana, you can get orange, apple.
Okay. So who did? Okay, so Niharika is here, Mananya is here as well. Okay.
అది వచ్చిందమ్మా నువ్వు ఈ ఫోన్ నేను చెప్తాను.
All right. We have Neil here. Okay. All right. So I think here we have Niharika and Mananya who came first. Then we have Amaya and Twisha, and then we have Neil also. Okay. Neil, did you get a cucumber? Was that a cucumber? Okay. All right. So now we have the next activity here. Niharika, I think you're also in a different group as well. So we'll do that. We'll sort that out later. Now, you need to get 3 items that either your mom or dad wear, like a t-shirt or a shirt.
Ankit, actually we are not in this group, so shall we go back and maybe she'll participate in her round?
That's okay. You stay around. We'll play with you. We'll bring you into the 3rd round also. More the merrier. Okay, so we have Mananya who's already come first. Then we have Niharika. Okay. Oh, now I see Amaya. Whoa!
Look at her.
Nice job. Oh, now we have Trisha. Okay. I see only 2. We're supposed to get 3. All right. Is Neil back? Okay. So we have right now, based on the age group, we have Mananya who is leading. Okay. She's already reached 2. Now we will have a bonus round here because Amaya also was supposed to join, right? Is Neil back? Whoa! Nice. That's actually right. You wear shoes as well. That's correct. Oh yeah, you wear earmuffs. That's really innovative, Neil. Well done. Okay, so we have Mananya who's in the leadership, who's in the leaderboard here, right? And we'll play one more game here, but Mananya will progress to the next round here. Okay, so your next activity here is You have to get 5 crayons of different colors. Whoa, Mananya, nice job. Wow, what colors do you have? Can you tell me?
I have white, pink, brown, red, and I said she has gold. Yep.
Oh, nice. And how about you, Neil? Which colors do you have?
I have green,
Okay.
purple, blue, yellowish green, and black.
Nice job. You came in second. Now, what about Amaya?
Amaya, which colors do you have?
I saw Amaya come on the screen.
Teal. I have blue.
Nice.
I have orange. I have white, and I have again blue.
Okay.
Again, blue.
And Niharika was next.
I have purple, dark green, yellow, red, and pink.
Okay, nice. Then we have Twisha. Twisha, which colors do you have?
She got paint colors.
Oh,
Acrylic.
nice. Wow.
Do you know why? I didn't
So,
think
this is like
I
this
couldn't
is
find my crayon.
okay. That's okay. But we had IAC painting week also this time, so this counts. All right. So good job. So I hope all of you had fun. Right? We did 4 activities. Out of that, Mananya, Niharika also will play in the other rounds as well. So we will not consider this. Her as the winner, right? We'll give others a chance. So Mananya, you win this group, and you'll be going to the finals also. Okay, and Niharika, you will have to join back later. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you're part of group 3, I think. So just check your groups. I've posted that separately. Okay.
Okay.
But Neil, Amaya, Twisha, did you have fun? Nice.
Yeah,
All right.
Yes.
Okay. So Mananya, we'll see you later. But say everybody say hi to all the people who are watching you on the TV screens. Nice. Okay. And now you guys are going to come back on your TV screen soon. Chalo. See you. Over to you, Anjali.
Good job, Ankit. I think when we were kids, we didn't know half these colors that existed. Teal and yellowish green, but I don't know what all they said. Anyway.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, moving on. Next, we're going to have tambolas. I hope all the players who are registered for tambola are ready with your tickets. I'll just quickly go through the prizes and a couple of rules that we have. So we're going to have 5 prizes. Am I right, Ankit?
That's
With
correct.
Lines, line 1, top line, middle line, bottom line, and 2 full houses. Okay, so be ready. Remember that? First line, second line, third line, and 2 full houses. Now, when I'm going to be calling out numbers from here, and anytime that you feel you've got any one of these lines or a full house, please go to our Facebook page, the Indian Association of Columbus Facebook page. Over there, you're going to see our live video that's ongoing right now. So everything that's happening on the screen on YouTube is also happening on our Facebook Live. So please go to that video and comment in the comment section with your ticket number and which prize you are calling out for. I'll say that again. Go on to our Facebook Live, on the comment section in that particular video, comment with your ticket number and which prize you are calling out for. I hope that makes sense. The rules are on your screen, so just go through it quickly and we will get started in just a few seconds. Okay, so I'm going to get started. Be ready. First number coming up. Okay, so first number, we're going double digit already. 2 hockey sticks, 7 and 7, 77. 7 and 7, 77. Next number. Oh, I like this number. Voting age in India 18. 1 8. 18. Pain in the knee 4 and 3. 43. Six and 2. 62. Pick up the sticks 5 and 6. 56. Ooh, the dark unlucky number 1 and 3. 13. Do we have any calls yet? Okay, moving on. A cards deck with 2 jokers 5 and 4. 54. Middle age crisis 30. 30. Eight and 4. 84. Nothing yet. Okay. Saving grace 6 and 8. 68. Sweet 16. 1 6. 16. Drinking age 2 1. 21. Eight and 6. 86. Two days before COVID lockdown 1 4. 14. The year India won the Cricket World Cup 83. 8 and 3. 83. Two standing soldiers 1 and 1. 11. It's all fives from here 5 and 5. 55. The opposite of sweet 16. 6 and 1, 61. The penultimate number, 8 and 9, 89. Two little ducks, 2 and 2, 22. The colors of the rainbow, standing by itself, number 7. Four and 2, 42. Very, very old, 8 and 7, 87. Ulta Pulta, 6 and 9, 69. Nothing yet? Okay, the Diamond Jubilee, 7 and 5, 75. And with that, I am going to be closing this session of Tambola. So how we're going to do this is stay logged in for the entire event, and we're going to keep having Tambola numbers in spurts. So we're going to have another part of the event after this, and then we'll come back and play some more. Okay, so moving on, we are going to get into the main part of the event, which is a panel discussion with some experts from town. Would we like to bring all of our panelists and moderator on screen, please? Hi, Richa.
Hello.
Hi, everybody. Good evening. So this is our expert panel for the evening. We have Mr. Sanjay Pandita, Anuja Mazgaonkar, Sunita Hodgson, and Niyati Tamaskar. I'm sure all of them are very, very well known in town, and we're so excited to have all of you. Thank you for agreeing to do this. This really means a lot to us, to IAC. And of course, our moderator for the evening, Richa Salunke. Richa, over to you. Take it from here.
Thank you, Anjali. Hello, everyone. Good evening and welcome to IAC's Women's Day panel discussion. Hope you've had fun tuning into IAC's Facebook page in the last couple of days for all the events that they've been hosting. I would like to thank IAC, first of all, on behalf of the community for this event as a whole. It's been great, and also for this very interesting panel discussion. It is an interesting, debatable topic, but also a very important one. So I'm very excited. It's very close to my heart, and I'm very sure all of you, most of you already feel the same way. If not, you're going to feel that way very soon. So our topic of discussion is gender equality in a household. So we are going to keep our discussion around the social setting, homes, the larger family, society, and community, and not get too much into the workforce discussion. So I will begin with introducing our panel and then get into the discussion. Audience, you can save your questions for the end. You can type them in the comments in YouTube or Facebook, and we will get to them in the end. Okay, so I'll start with my introduction. I'm Richa Salunke, owner of FitAmp. I'm a fitness and nutrition consultant, and I host a variety of fitness classes here in Columbus. I was a project manager for 8 years before that, up until 2016, and then quit my corporate job. Now a mother of 2, I find a lot of fun in my workouts, planning my healthy meals, raising my girls, 2 girls, learning Bharatnatyam, and also continuing my education in the area of project management. So now we have a very distinguished panel here with us today. I'm going to begin with introducing Anuja Masgaonkar. Panelists, just kind of wave when I start with your introduction. Since it's all virtual, we'd like the audience to know who we are talking about. So that's Anuja Masgaonkar. She has been with Cummins for 23 years and is currently the financial controller for Power Systems Business. Anuja started at Cummins, working in the finance department in India, and worked in various roles before becoming the leader for Cummins Business Services in India and Asia Pacific. Anuja moved to the US in 2008 and since then has held controller roles in fuel systems, new and recon parts, as well as the former power generation business. Anuja is a chartered accountant by education and is also a Kelly MBA graduate. Outside of work, her passion is spending time with her family and friends and traveling. She's on the board of HSSI, the Sri Ganesh Mandir in Columbus, and also is a member of the Finance Committee for Heritage Fund. She loves to try new things, she says, and is currently learning Kathak and Taiko drumming. That's awesome, Anuja, at this age. That's great. So that's Anuja for you guys. Moving on, next on our panel is Niyati Tamaskar. Forbes magazine recognized her book Unafraid as a book that will help you spark human connection in 2020. She was the keynote speaker for a TED Talk where she spoke about cultural bias and stigma associated with cancer. She's an advocate for women in technology, volunteers at Girls Inc. to promote STEM education among minorities, and donates all proceeds of her book to the American Cancer Society, a cause very dear to her heart. Niyati works at Cummins and has 15 years of experience under her belt, but she tells me her most important job is raising her 2 children to be good human beings. I know how important that is, Niyati. Hi. Okay, moving on next is Sanjay Pandita. He is the Executive Director, Controller for the Distribution Business Segment and has responsibility for overseeing the business unit's global financial operations and ensuring that the business and business unit meet financial and operating commitments while ensuring controls and compliance regulations. He is a board member on 2 Cummins joint ventures, CDKSH in South Asia and Carabia in Middle East. Growing up in Delhi, Sanjay Pandita attended school in India and then moved to the US for further education and graduated with master's degree in engineering and finance and his accounting accreditation from the UK. Sanjay and his wife Sonia have 2 children, Pooja and Neeraj. Sanjay also enjoys boating, playing tennis, walking, and collecting coins. So that's Sanjay for you guys, our only male on the panel. It's so interesting to have his perspective. And last but not the least, we have Sunita Hudson. Sunita has been with Cummins for the past 28 years. During this time, she has held various positions in engineering, manufacturing, quality, strategy, and marketing. In her current role as Executive Director, Global Channel Capabilities, she has responsibility to build sales, service, and support capability in the distributor and dealer channels for Cummins across the globe. In addition to her full-time responsibilities, Sunita is passionate about coaching and mentoring and is actively involved with many young professionals and students, both within Cummins and the community. She's also served as an adult mentor for Turning Points Dance Marathon for the past 3 years. She's currently serving on the grants committee for the Bartholomew County's Heritage Fund. So Sunita was born and raised in Bangalore, India, which remains home to her parents, brother, and family. She currently lives in Columbus with her husband, Ed. In her free time, Sunita enjoys running, cooking, reading, traveling, and spending time with her friends and family. So welcome everyone on the panel. So I would first of all start by acknowledging the fact that women have come a very long way in all walks of life, whether it is leading competitive and challenging roles in the corporate world or just leading and making decisions at home. And by that, I mean not simple decisions like what to cook for today, but the bigger decisions in the household. So I want to make it very clear that we're not starting a war of genders here. We are going to focus mostly on the hidden unconscious biases that still exist within most households. And coming from our culture especially, there is still a little bit of work that can be done to have a more equal household. So that's our discussion topic for today. I would like to start off with my first question for Sanjay. Is what are the many ways in which you see the unconscious and invisible biases creep into our day-to-day lives? I think identifying and even knowing that these biases exist will be the first starting point of this discussion. Over to you, Sanjay.
Yeah, thanks, Richa. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Well, first of all, I think I need to add your fitness side to my extracurricular activities because that's where I need to now visit. After
Sure.
the
I saw you walking around my neighborhood. If you're here around, yes, definitely.
Sure. Good evening, everyone. Let me first start by just stating what we think is unconscious bias or invisible bias, as we call it. It tends to be our automatic preferences or what we call as stereotypes of certain groups of people. These biases can affect our personal life, who we make friends with, how we interact with people in a particular group. It impacts our actions at work also, who we hire, who we promote, and things like that. It basically starts influencing what input we consider or ignore because of the decisions we tend to make, because of our stereotyping about how we take the information in. These biases can be related to anything from race, gender, age, beauty, height, weight, or any other stereotypes we have. And these unconscious biases or stereotypes creep into everyday life. Starting from graduate school, I was aware of professors who would prefer to have Indian or Chinese students for research projects. At workplace, you have male managers who feel female workers may be diverted by family issues. You have female managers who feel that male employees may be more stable or at a particular role for less time or could be high maintenance. So every stereotype, depending on what your invisible biases could be. It could also be while you're traveling. If you travel or things like that, there are some areas that you automatically decide you don't want to visit because you have that stereotype about, this could be an unsafe area. So those are all sort of biases that are invisible to us, but they start impacting our everyday life. It enables us to make the decisions we do. And the whole idea about the invisible biases is that what we need to do is to absorb information, get information and data so that we can make better decisions as part of that. So it's for everyone has them. You just have to be aware of them and to work to make sure that you recognize them and then try to make decisions that take care of those biases. Thanks, Richa.
Agree, Sanjay. That was important. Yes. Anuja, would you like to add anything to that?
Yeah, I think, and I'm going to just pinpoint what just occurred when you introduced me, Risha, in a very, very unconscious bias, where you said, okay, learning Kathak and at this age is phenomenal. So that became an unconscious bias, right?
Yes, agree.
Why does it matter at what age, who is doing what, and how
Right.
it in? So I think unconscious biases come in very different forms, like Sanjay said, and a lot of them come through tradition. When we think of our home and things that go in, a lot of them are driven through our traditions, how we think, and we just assume a certain person can or cannot do something, and that becomes a very, very good example of an unconscious bias.
Hey, Richa, can I add a comment?
Yes.
Recently, I was in some doctor's office and they gave me a form to fill. It is very unusual these days where a form asks for the head of the household. Guess what I wrote? I wrote my husband's name. That is an unconscious bias on my part. Because there is no heads of households. It's supposed to be a joint effort between a husband and a wife. But I thought that was kind of funny when I wrote that.
Completely agree. Yes. That's strange. I haven't seen a question like that. Okay, thank you for your inputs on that. So identifying, I think, is the first step towards kind of trying to get that equality in. And like you said, Sanjay, I think some of it is in us, like Anuja just pointed out. I didn't even know I would be saying this, but just it's so fun. Like at this age, women are coming out with their professional and personal lives and still pursuing their hobbies. And to me, it might be a way of appreciating, but in there was an unconscious bias. So yes. So moving on, now that, we spoke about identifying the biases. I think the next important step would be to understand what do these biases, how do they impact? How do they impact since we're talking about Women's Day, and in our society, it's been mainly the women that are the ones facing it. So what do you think? I think this question is for Sunita. So what do you think is the physical, mental, even psychological impact of these biases on women?
Yeah, so, I was actually doing some research and prep for this panel. And I want to start out by saying that gender bias does not just impact women. Gender biases like the men of the household or you're the breadwinner have natural stereotypes that impact men and put pressure on men as well. But for the purposes of this discussion, I thought I will just focus on my perspective or a woman's perspective as we talk about the biases. And I kind of categorized it into multiple areas. So let's talk about the home front, which is one which most of us can relate to. I think when you think about the impact of gender bias on the home front, I think you will see that more women than men deal with the stress and the pressure of a dual role, right? If you are a career woman, and you're also expected to be the homemaker. So in general, most often, that's one of the prevalent impacts, which adds undue stress and pressure on women, especially raising kids and managing the home and worrying about cooking and all that stuff. And also, studies show that more women than men feel less autonomy in major life decisions and financial decisions. I know we've talked about quite a bit of progress over time, but that is still prevalent in more among women than it is among men. I know we're not focusing on Korea, but when you talk about Korea, women in general, it's a pretty well-known fact, women make less money than a man on average, 80 cents to $1. That's a pretty big impact from a morale and confidence standpoint. Higher dropout rates, that was one interesting fact. Higher dropout rates for girls and women in schools and colleges. That was a little bit of a surprise for me. But more women, more girls drop out of schools, which leads to less women finding fulfillment in what they probably originally wanted from career and aspirations, right? Because of whatever bias and expectations that the households have. If you talk about health, some of these pressures lead to more depressive disorders among women than men. There are facts that show that about 42% of women suffer from depressive disorders like anxiety and depression, compared to men at 30%. Leading health issues, another kind of an interesting factor was leading health issues in adults, a majority of it was older women. Because of a journey where they've had to take more of a nurturing, submissive role in their lifetime. And last but not the least, escalation of substance abuse among women. It's becoming more and more prevalent because of the unconscious bias, the pressures from society, and having to kind of juggle everything. And of course, a less pleasant aspect where more women face domestic violence and sexual harassment than men do. So these are all stemming from gender bias and the stereotypes that have been established. So to your point, Richa, lots of progress, but I think there's lots more to do.
Completely agree. Yes. Niyati, would you like to add something here?
Yeah, I would. So listening to Sunita, I see a flip side of things. So for example, in the workplace, when a female manager, director, executive director is really successful, often it's because she can develop a team, she can see career progression for others, and all of the adjectives, not all, most of the adjectives I hear for women leaders is nurturing and maternal. When I look at male leaders, they are the go-getters, will get the job done, even with low budget, they'll deliver high quality. I don't see any of the soft skills, but the women predominantly have that. And so that's another way where, yes, there's so many ways we're disadvantaged at home or dropping out of school. But then what about the ones that make it, that have the social construct and the support to come to the workplace? And then it's, you're good at developing teams, you're good at communication, and your male counterpart, yeah, he really gets the job done. So that's something that made me think when Sunita mentioned it.
True. And I also was thinking of another side to all of this, not a flip side. It's kind of related to everything Sunita and you mentioned, Niyati. But what's the perception of successful women in the community? Sometimes it's kind of assumed, oh, she has it all. Oh, she gets help. Oh, she has money to hire cleaners so she can keep her home, home and kids under check. We don't have that. So even that kind of comes in where successful women are viewed differently by other women itself. Like there's a lot of gossip around successful women in our communities, which is sad, kind of really sad. So I'm going to move on now that we've discussed the unconscious hidden biases and the impact it has. What steps can we as a society in general take, and even home partners take, in order to identify and minimize these biases? Anuja, what do you think we can do to kind of divide labor equally around home and recognize equal contribution from both partners?
So I think from the society or the country that we come from, if you think of India as a country, we traditionally have always had roles that are divided between being a man's role and a woman's role. And it just has been, that's our tradition, and that becomes our bias for what we think, right? Having lived in India for a number of years and then just moved into the US for the last 12 years, I think a lot of times when I see couples here or see my brother, my sister who've lived here all their life, a lot of that equality or doing work together in the household is more driven out of compulsion, because there is no help. There is nobody else to do it. That's why you tend to find that people tend to do it together, because there's no help. The real question comes in when, is there an equality in every decision that gets made? Is there a respect out of decision? When we think of equality in the household, I feel it's not just about doing the same task or sharing tasks and all of that. That becomes very, very practical, mundane, and you can keep doing it. But a lot of that equality comes out of equality in decision making, equality in respecting each other's decision, even if you may or may not like it. And I think that's the first point of equality when you think of equality in a household. I think a way to think of it is, and it comes very, very naturally when we think of unconscious biases or things like that, the traditional ones people understand, they take care of or do it, right? But the non-traditional ones are that happen. And one of the examples, as I was thinking of this, was when you go to the airport, right? And you see, when you go and pick someone up at the airport and you see a husband coming in from a flight, the wife very nicely will hand the key, and then he goes into the driving seat. And I'm like, why does that have to happen? Like, the husband's come from a trip. Why would you not just drive back home? So these are things. So I feel equality doesn't just come out of like doing the dishwasher, or washing the clothes, or taking care of kids and all of that. It comes out of every decision in the house. And that's how I think of equality. And I think I see a lot of that with the current generation, more because on an education front and a lot of the financial front, you have a lot more say in what happens. And the society here also drives that level of equality. It's perfectly okay for a man to say at 5 o'clock, I have to go pick up my kids. But I remember when I used to work in Cummins in India, none of the men ever said that my kids have something, I'm going to leave. And this was Cummins, this was not anywhere else, right? So it's, and then the neighbors and the society and all of that does not do that equality. Like, how many girls really take a decision and just go and buy a car because they need the car for themselves? How many of them would have to go with their husband? So I think that's where that equality in your mindset needs to come in first, before we even think of mundane equality. That comes automatically. When you see your wife in trouble or you see your husband in trouble, you are going to go help. You're not going to just let them do their work on their own. So that's how I would say it is, and that's the current thing. But I see the current generation handling that much better. They stand up for it. I see both men and women standing up for what they want, and it does not have to be a woman alone. It has to be a man as well. But I still do hear in office a lot of times, and Sunita and Niyati might address it, that, oh, my wife may not like it. Really, you know, that's not true. Right? How I never say my husband would not let me do this. I will never say that at work. But men will always say that, oh, my wife will never let me do it.
Yes, I know that. Yeah. Would you like to add anything? Ladies first, and I'm going to ask for Sanjay's perspective on this question. Sunita or Niyati, does anyone want to add anything?
I'll just add a bit of comic value because it was brought up what husbands say. Two things my husband always says is every day is International Women's Day in our household. And the second thing he says is happy wife, happy life. I don't have a similar phrase for the husband, but I thought what you said was really, really on point. So yeah, good point.
Yeah, Richa, I can add some. I do agree with Anuja. It's less about the division of who does the dishwasher, who unloads the dishwasher, or who does the cooking. But I think there's an element of the unconscious, right? My husband will come up to me after a whole day's worth of work. He's in the basement doing his work, and I'm in my office doing the work. And when we're all done with work, he'll say, okay, so what's for dinner? I'm like, that's my job. Right? So it is less about that, but it's about the unconscious expectation that it's my job to manage and figure out what it is. Now, if I were to say, hey, I'm not doing anything, it's your problem, he'll go do it. But that, it's a little bit of what is needed is a change. And that's probably, something that we all have to work on.
The assumption, the expectation, you mean, it's assumed. Some things, some responsibilities are just assumed. But it goes both ways. Like if there's, like Anuja said, I know this generation is moving forward, but sometimes I'm guilty too. Like if there's no gas in the car, I would just drive it back and be like, okay, he'll take care of it. Or if the tire needs fixing, those kind of things. And which we need to work on, definitely. Both ways, it goes both ways. Sanjay, I'd like to hear from you as well on this question.
Yeah, I think it's a valid point. I think it's an evolution. And as Sunita said, there's a lot to do before we get to a point of, and I think the future generations are going to be a lot closer. I think there is some evenly spread things, but I totally agree with Anuja. It tends to be more of partition of work rather than equality of work or something like that. There are some things which are perceived, just like Sunita said, that's what the husband will be doing, and these are the ones that the wife could be doing. And it seems like it's like, oh, we work together and we're equally sharing the work, but it's partition. It's not everything equally. And I think that's where the current and the future generations are a lot closer towards as they, grow and go through the process and things like that. So that's the part of our gap right now, which we need to close as part of the whole community,
Wonderful, yes. And it's perfectly leading into my next question for you, Niyati, about our future generation. How should we raise our future generation to identify and minimize these biases? I think importantly, I want to hear about is it's not wrong to function the way we are functioning right now. It's okay. But the assumptions and the expectations is what we want to kind of erase off. It shouldn't be assumed this is one particular person's job. So what can we do to avoid these stereotypes and these biases and both sides, ladies and men?
Yeah, thank you. So, Richard, there are three things that come to mind, right? Number one, I have a son who's 6 and a daughter who's 4. And one of the things that I've done, he's the older brother, baby sister wants to do everything Vihandada does. So one of the things that I have done is my son is very much into superheroes, as are all boys at that age, right? And so my daughter loves whatever he loves, and she loves superheroes. So I have her a Spider-Man, Batgirl, Wonder Woman, Batman, male, female, doesn't matter, right? And so I give her that exposure. And then when she says she wants a dollhouse, I get it anyways, because I don't want to somehow just like change her thinking, be like, oh, you only need superheroes. It's like, no, you got your Spider-Man, you got your dollhouse, and then Spider-Man takes a nap in the dollhouse. And I think that's equality. Secondly, you know how when we're really strong women in a family, you want to tell your daughter that she can do everything a man can do. She can do everything her brother can do. I want to flip that and say, how about I tell my son, not only can he do whatever my daughter does, but he should do whatever she does. So if that is helping me in the laundry, if that is my husband, and these are gender stereotypes, my husband is washing the garage, both kids are in both activities, because it's not just that I want her to do whatever a man does, I want a man to do whatever women do, right? And then the third thing, this is going to make a lot of people uncomfortable, so please bear with me, and I'm sorry, I apologize ahead of time. When it comes to growing up in puberty, I'm not just going to teach my daughter about periods. I'm just going to tell my son, this is something that happens to women monthly. Demystify it. It's not a big deal. Talk about it openly, and that way they're equals. And so there's so many ways to tackle this raising a future generation of equals. It's not that women need to do everything men do. It's to acknowledge what each other do, to participate in the same activities, to play with Spider-Man if you want to talk about periods, because it's just a natural phenomena that women go through. Not a big deal. Thank you.
Wonderful, Niyati. I completely agree with all the points. And the second point, especially that you said, teaching the man, I think that's very important going forward, because we've been growing up in a society, especially the generation from the 90s, we've been educating our girls, wanting them to go out, do careers, and come back home and handle the home. So I think we've taught our women some amount of both worlds, but we haven't taught our men yet. So I think it goes both ways. So that's great. Anybody wants to add anything? Anybody can chip in.
I think one thing I would add is we need to teach our daughters, like how many of you all will teach your daughters that it is okay to go talk to your dad what you can say to me. I think that drives a difference in having that gender bias. Because like you said, Niyati, I would tell my daughter, if you needed something, I'm traveling, just go talk to your dad. He's there for you, right? And I think it starts with that. It's not just about telling our sons to do what our daughters can do, but telling both that you can talk to both equally. We are your parents. It really doesn't matter. That's where they start seeing equality. That's where it comes together for us. So I really like your point on that one.
Yeah.
I think I would take it to that next step as well. Just go talk to your dad.
Yeah, and Anuja, honestly, I never thought about the next level, but I'm going to keep that in mind, and I'll give you credit for it when I use it. That was fantastic.
Very true. Yes. Sunita, Sanjay, do you want to add something to this?
No, it's a good point. And Niyati mentioned, if I do laundry and everything else, I'll get both my kids to help me get it all together and everything else. I've got a son and a daughter, and both of them will help me on that one. And I try to do the, you talk about our growing up and things like that. My parents used to visit us every summer and things like that. And the 15 minutes of agonizing part of my mom's day was when I used to help my wife with the dishes, because she was just not comfortable with that thing. But I just wanted to make sure that the kids and the family can see that, because it's all trying to do the things together and things like that. But it's something everyone, you have to practice what you want to preach as part of that whole thing.
Yeah, and Richa, and I can add, I've got my son who is 24. He's married, and they both work, right? I can already see the change, right? Because with both of them working, sometimes he's calling me up and saying, Mom, how do you make this? Where can I get this particular ingredient? Because the day she's working, she's a nurse, so she's got pretty late shifts. I mean, she comes home at 7:30, 8 o'clock, and expecting her to cook doesn't happen. And the expectations are set. She's expecting him to have food ready. So there's a natural segue into that next generation. And you can already see that change. So it's pretty exciting when my son calls me up and asks me for recipe or where he can buy ingredients, or he'll call up and say, where can I get ghee? Can I come borrow your ghee? For me, that's like, really like things are changing for us. And so to your point, the next generation is going to morph to that. And I think that's really, really important.
Agreed. I'm going to just back up a little bit here to Sanjay's point with what he said about his mother visiting. And it's so funny because every time the in-laws or parents are visiting, we have to have a chat before, how do we manage this when they're going to comment like this? What are we going to do? Because one, we live away. So when they visit, it's longer terms. And then, they're going to see your lifestyle raw. I mean, like they're going to see it up in front. So my husband comes of the view that, we don't have to change them, or we don't have to talk to them about what we are doing a certain way. They're old, they're not going to get it. But I have a feeling that since they visit and they're part of our family, it's also important to educate them and tell them how times are changing. What would you think, Niyati? Would you think that it's important to kind of educate them on this?
Yes, I do. But I come from also a strong lineage of feminists. I don't know where they came from. But just an example, when my maternal grandfather got married to my grandmother in 1939, he married her on one condition, that she go back to schooling, finish her bachelor's degree, and then come live with him, because he didn't want a wife that spent her entirety in the kitchen. So I have to teach these stories to my children to say, look, the bar is set high already. You better measure up and do better.
That's interesting. That's really interesting. Yes. Good. So any questions from the audience, we can take them now. We're done discussing our important panel questions. I do have a couple questions that I got personally from friends. We can talk about those till we hear from the audience. So I'd like to ask this question to Sunita. So, we here on the panel itself, we're like people who were raised in different cultures. We moved, and worked in different countries. We've been married into different cultures, now living in different countries. So there's a lot of diversity and, cultures that we've been exposed to in our lives. Do you think, how do you think is equality as we view it in different cultures and countries? Is it, I assume it won't be the same level, but is it already still there?
Yeah, I would say that I can give two examples, right? When I talk to my American friends, you still see the same bias where they feel like they're picking up the bigger end of the responsibility. So I used to think it was an Indian phenomena, but I think that's not necessarily the case. To your point, I think there's probably a larger aspect of it in the Indian community, but probably it is a little bit more of the same stereotypes, because the whole thing around men being the breadwinner and you've got to be the stronger one and you can't cry and you can't show emotions, I don't think it is specific to any one particular country. It is across everywhere, right? So I think that has driven that. That's one. And the other thing, I think when we met one of the times earlier, we talked about it, right? When I got married, I'm married to somebody who's born and raised in the US. He's white American. And one of the things that you naturally assume is just because he grew up in a country where there's supposed to be the equality and less of gender bias, he is very much just like any other an Indian guy. He still expects for, me to take the lead on cooking and stuff. So I think some of it is not cultural. I think some of it is a little bit more truly gender related stuff that some countries are probably doing better than others. And it's, and I am being pretty general here when I talk about it, but there was probably an opportunity for me to address that and fix it. But the innate of my own upbringing, which was all around, it's my job to take care of the family and my job to do the cooking and my job to do the cleaning, has kind of lent itself to where it is today, that, I've kind of trained my husband to look at it that way as well. So culpability on both our parts.
You bring up a very important discussion here, Sunita. So there's also that personality thing here. Women are tuned and thinking a certain way, and men are, used to thinking a certain way. Anuja, would you like to talk about that a little bit? I know when we met earlier, we discussed this. How many of us women are willing to let go of controlling certain things around the household, and are we willing to ask for help? And not just ask. Sometimes I think we've come a long way there. We're asking for help, but are we accepting help in the form that we're getting it? We complain about how the help is given to us. And I'd like to hear from you as well, Sanjay, on that after Anuja.
So I think we as women and even men, I think it works both ways. We don't really want to accept help in what we think are our areas of expertise, right? So my husband is a good cook, and we've always had this kind of thing between us that even when we were in India was whoever comes home first actually cooks was our rule. So, and it wasn't like each of us came in late because of that, but it was just a rule that our daughter had to eat at 7 in the evening. And so one of us had to get home before that, right? The thing was, initially, it took me a lot of time to say, okay, the kitchen is going to be clean the way he cleans it. It's not like the kitchen is not clean. It's just not done the way I like it, right? So I think that acceptability in our area of expertise is very, very important. Or organizing the garage is like a lot of times, it's like, oh, you don't know where to keep this. It's like, it's just putting that thing on the shelf. How does it matter whether it's on the left or the right? And he would say, how does it matter if the salt is in the left cupboard or the right cupboard? You just have 2 cupboards in the house. So I think it's our own thing on what we do and what we accept. And over a period, just doing that just brings in that kind of thing of letting go. Just let go of it. It's not important. The kitchen is clean. Doesn't matter. The rest of it doesn't matter. Or how clothes are folded. Where are they kept on the shelf? I think we have our own preferences. And as we grow older together, you realize your preferences start matching, or you just kind of both just give in. Like, I think my husband is never going to learn to fold his clothes, but I'm okay the way he folds it. I'm not going to complain to say, oh, I'm going to fold them all the time. And then there are times when I think, okay, I want to do it myself, and I'll just do it. So I think that kind of thing of letting go is very important, I feel, in these kind of household decision-making and things like that.
Agreed. And I think it takes a long time in learning to let go. I'm definitely guilty of that. I have a lot to learn there. Sanjay, would you like to add?
I was, as Anuja was just talking about that, I was just going to mention, depending on which days my wife or I could do the dishes, but we have a rule that whoever's doing the dishes decides how to put it in the dishwasher, because we both have different ways and patterns that they want to. And if I put something and she moves it, I do not like it. So I'm just like, I'm doing the dishes, I run it, and I'll do it my way. And when she does the dishes, she puts it the way she wants it, because as Anuja mentioned, it just is interesting. So you want to have that ownership and do that part, as part of that. So it's just a part of the whole thing,
Sanjay, I would just like to chime in. The dishwasher thing is something common in this household. I don't like how he arranges the dishes, but if he's loading them, I just have to step back. Not my job. He's doing it, but I do it better.
I have to say,
I've come a long way. Niyati, I'll share a personal joke with you sometime later.
Sunita, you were saying something.
No, I was just saying that I unfortunately have a long ways to go. I'll wait until he leaves and I'll rearrange it the next day.
Yeah, I have a better proposal, Sunita. You can just ask him to empty the dishwasher the next day so you don't feel bad about it.
Yes. Agreed. Okay, IAC, do we have any questions from the audience? I don't see any, so okay. Good. Anything else, panelists, you want to add to our discussion? We're right on time. It's about 6:40, so yes, we could wrap up right here. IAC, unless you have something to discuss or ask us.
Yeah, I just want to thank IAC for giving us this chance, and it was a fun discussion. A lot of good things came out, and I think even some of the pre-meetings we had, it was just fun getting to know each other a little bit more and a little bit more. And I think that's the other advantage of these discussions as we go into it. I couldn't do eyes the way you taught us yesterday, Anjali. Sorry about that.
She said she couldn't do her eyes yesterday the way you taught them.
Oh. I mean, I'm happy to give you a session separately later. I'd love to do that.
Yep, thank you.
Hey, I just wanted to thank ISA for giving us this opportunity. I love getting to know the panelists. I wish we had more questions from the audience, but hopefully they were favorites and they enjoyed the talk, and we should do this again. Thank you.
Yeah, the same. Thanks, Richard and Kanu, and appreciate the opportunity. And thanks for everything. Take care.
Thank you all very much. Really,
Thank
I said
you,
this
everyone.
before, I'm going to say it again. It means a lot to us that you took the time out of all your crazy schedules to spend this time with us this evening. And Richa, thank you for moderating. Wonderful job.
Thank you, everyone. It's been a pleasure. I absolutely enjoyed doing this. Thank you, everyone.
Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Okay, so I hope everybody enjoyed that panel discussion. I definitely did. And in fact, something else that we're going to be playing for you all today really resonates with what this entire discussion was about. So, okay, moving on, let's lighten the mood a little bit. And I would like to actually talk about some more of our businesses that agreed to sponsor us today. We, in fact, put up a post a few weeks ago asking around the town for sponsors, and we had such an overwhelming response. It's amazing to see some of these the businesses that our town has. So many of them, small, big, it doesn't matter. Everyone's doing amazing, and it's so nice to see that majority of the businesses that signed up are all women. So that makes me very happy. So I'm going to introduce our next couple of businesses that sponsored us today. So we have, which one do we have? We have M Creatives. M Creatives is one of my personal favorites, and I also work with this company, so I definitely know a lot about them. They are a one-stop shop for artwork prints. So there is this one artist, his name is Abhishek. He does these amazing paintings all the time. In fact, he's doing one series right now of a painting a day, which is so beautiful. I wait for their posts every single day. So his paintings are then photographed by his wife, Smita, who is a very well-known photographer in town, and they sell these as artwork prints, both as canvas and fine art prints. Go check out their website, mcreativestore.com. They have some really amazing work. And not just paintings, they also sell all of these as fridge magnets, as bookmarks, so party favors, gifts. They have it all, and it's really, really beautiful work. So please go and check them out. All their details are on the screen for you. And moving on, our next business that I would like to introduce is FitAmp. We just had Richa on screen. FitAmp, run by Richa. It's a one-woman show, and it's, again, a one-stop shop for all fitness and nutrition needs. I've personally taken some classes from Richa, so I can definitely vouch for her. She's an amazing trainer, an amazing consultant for nutrition, fitness, anything you need in terms of your health. So check out her details. You can check her out on Facebook and Instagram as well. She keeps posting a lot of amazing content, and definitely do take classes from her, especially in a world like this where everything is virtual and gyms are shut and you're really not able to go out and work out. A place like FitAmp is definitely where you need to go. And our next business that I would like to introduce in this segment is Bollywood Unlimited. Everybody knows about Bollywood Unlimited, run by Devika Pandey. She offers Bollywood dance classes for all age groups from kids 4 years and up. And she will be resuming classes this year from May onwards. So basically for IAC Summerfest. Hopefully that's going to be an in-person event. Let's see. So you can contact Devika for classes. You can check her out and her content on Instagram and Facebook as well. All the details are on the screen for you. Okay, so let's move on to the next round of Tambola. I hope everybody's ready with your tickets. And here we go. Okay, so the last call number was 75. I hope everybody got that. And before I call out the next number, I'm just going to go through the rules again. So all 5 prizes are still open: top line, middle line, bottom line, 2 full houses. If you are calling out for any of these prizes, please visit our Facebook page, Indian Association of Columbus. You will find our live video that's going on right now, and put it into the comments. Write your ticket number and the price that you're calling out for. I say that again: ticket number and price that you're calling out for. And with that, the next number is 1 and 7, 17. Standing by itself, number 5. Seven and 3, 73. Another number from the last segment, 8 and 5, 85. In your prime, 2 and 9, 29. Just over midlife crisis, 3 and 5, 35. A happy family, number 3. The year of independence, 4 and 7, 47. Chakke pe chakka, 6 and 6, 66. Three and 8, 38. Life begins at 4 and 1, 41. A big fat snowman, number 8. Made in heaven, 6 and 7, 67. Nothing yet? Okay. All in the threes, 3 and 3, 33. Almost time to retire, 5 and 8, 58. Seven and 1, 71. Five dozen, 60, 60. A lucky 9, 7 and 9, 79. Dil Mange More, 3 and 4, 34. Seven and 6, 76. Okay, so we have a call from Parul Malik. Parul, can we have your ticket number, please? Can we have the ticket up on screen? Okay, so Parul has called for top line. So we have 11, 22, 34, 62, and 71. Perfect. So top line, congratulations, Parul. The top line is gone. We have middle line and bottom line left and the two full houses. So I'm going to go ahead with a few more numbers before we take a break. The last of the teams, 1, 9, 19. 6 and 3, 63. 6 and 4, 64. 2 dozen, 2 and 4, 24. 3 and 6, 36. 1/2 century, 50, 50. 'Just about retired, 5 and 9, 59. 4 and 6, 46. 'Gateway to Heaven, 2 and 7, 27. Last of the two, 8 and 2, 82. Do we have a call for any of the prizes? Okay, Sukanya has called for the bottom line. Her ticket number is 24. Can we have her ticket on screen? Okay, bottom line. Number 7, 17, 27, 33, and 69. Perfect. And bottom line is gone. Congratulations, Sukanya. Okay, so now the race is really on. We have middle line and both our full houses left. And with that, I'm going to stop this session of Tambola and we are going to move on. But keep playing, guys. We're almost towards the end, just a couple of more prizes left. I hope all of you are having fun. And with that, I am going to hand it back over to Ankit for a few more games with the kids.
Thank you, Anjali. Before I continue, I'd like to recognize some of the panelists as well. I think it was an awesome discussion. Really got a lot of insights out there, and so hopefully everyone else have the same experience as well. So let's get started, right? So we had our first set of munchkins. Now we have our second set of munchkins. So please welcome on stage Sparsh, Yuti, Hamsika, and Swasti. Okay, so everybody say hello. I think we are missing one person. Hold on. Okay, Sparsh, can you introduce yourself? We can't hear you, Sparsh.
Okay,
now we can.
Hello, my name is Parth. I'm 7 years old and I was born in February 2014.
Whoa, your birthday just passed us. Happy birthday, Sparsh.
Thank you.
All right. Now we'll go to Swasti. Swasti, do you want to tell us about yourself?
Hi, my name is Swasti.
Hi. How old are you, Swasti?
I'm 7.
Oh, nice. Next, let's go to Yuti. Yuti, can you go on mute? We can't hear you.
I'm Yuti and I'm 8 years old.
All right. Next, we have Hamsika. Hamsika, you want to introduce yourself?
I'm 4 and I'm 9.
Okay. All right. Hamsika, we might be having a connection issue on your side.
9 years old.
Okay. All right. So I think everyone can see me, right? So I'm going to explain a game here. Okay. So it's going to be what I call the memory chain game. How well do you guys remember? Do you remember things very well? Yes? No? Okay, good. Okay. So what's going to happen is this will form a chain. Okay. So what will happen is I'll give you an example. All right. So I'll say I was going down the road and I saw a cycle, right? And then Sparsh will say, oh, you saw a cycle? I saw a cycle and a raccoon. Huh? Now Swasti comes and says, I saw a cycle and a raccoon and some grass. All right. So you have to all continue the chain. So who's going to go first is Sparsh. Raise your hands. You're number 1. Swasti, you're number 2. Yuti, you're number 3. Hamzika, you're number 4. Okay. Everybody, no? Yuti, you didn't get the rules?
It's glitching.
It's glitching. What did you hear so far? I'm sorry, we can't. I think, did everybody else have the same problem? Okay, so 2 people. Hamsika, I think your screen is frozen, right? Let's do one thing, Yuti. Can you turn off your video for now? Let's try if that helps, and then we'll try to bring that back on. And Hamsika, same for you, right? We'll try to see if that's working. Sorry, guys, and sorry, audience. This is one of the side effects of an online program. All right, let's try again. Okay, so what we are supposed to do is we are supposed to form a chain. Yuti, you need to go off mute. Okay. Am I coming clearly for Sparsh and Swasti?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yuti, maybe. We dropped off. Okay, even Hamsika dropped off. Okay, let's get started, right? And okay, let's see. Yuti, is this better? Okay, so what we are going to do is you have to form a memory chain. Okay, so if I say I was going down the road, I saw a cycle, then Sparsh will say I saw a bicycle and a raccoon, and then after that, Swasti will say I saw a bicycle and a raccoon and a grass, and then when it's your turn, you'll have to say I saw a bicycle and a raccoon and a grass and say a jacket. Okay, get that? The person to forget is out. I'm sorry. Okay, Hamsika, did you get the rules? Sorry, your video is breaking up for us quite a bit, right? If there's a way in which you can turn off your video, maybe that might help.
Not exactly. I got disconnected.
Okay, so you have to form a link. Okay, so let's follow along when it's your turn, right? But I'm going to give an object, then Sparsh has to remember, like if I said a cycle, a bicycle, Sparsh will say bicycle and a raccoon, and then Swasti will say bicycle, raccoon, and grass. Okay, so actually I remember the whole sequence now, guys. Okay, so all right, are you guys ready? We're going to start. Hamsika, let's try it out. Okay, and if you can turn off your video, maybe that might help, right? I'm not sure if I'm getting through. Yuti, you need to go off mute. Sparsh, you need to go off mute. Swasti, you need to go out of mute. Okay, all right, let's see how we do here. Okay, thank you for being good sports. Okay, so here's the first theme. Okay, I was going through no. Kanu, can you please stop sharing? Yeah, perfect. So so I was going through a jungle and I saw a tiger. Now Sparsh, you got to say tiger plus something.
I saw the tiger and the giraffe.
Okay, Swasti, next you.
The tiger, giraffe.
I was going through the jungle when I saw a tiger, a giraffe, and a panda.
Okay, next you, Yuti.
I was walking through the jungle and I saw a tiger, giraffe, panda, and a lion.
Lion. Hamsika, pressure's on you.
I was walking through a jungle and I saw a tiger, a giraffe, a panda, a lion, and a monkey.
Okay, Sparsh.
Okay, go ahead.
I saw the tiger, giraffe, panda, lion, and monkey, and a bear.
And a Bear. Okay. Good job, Sparsh. Swasti.
I was going to the jungle when I saw a tiger, a giraffe, a panda, a lion, a monkey, a bear, and a tiger again.
I'm sorry, Swasti. You can't repeat.
Okay.
Quickly, new one. Something else. Quickly.
Peacock.
Peacock. Okay. All right. Okay, no repeating. Yuti, go next.
I was walking through the jungle and I saw a tiger, a giraffe, a panda, a lion, a monkey, a bear, a peacock, and a zebra.
Ooh, now it's getting interesting. Hamsika.
I was walking through the jungle when I saw a tiger, a giraffe, a panda, a lion, and a peacock, and
No, I think you got that
zebra,
wrong.
and a butterfly.
You missed items in the middle. All right. So, Hamsika, I'm sorry. I think you said a panda, and then I think we missed a couple of ones in the middle.
It's okay.
All right. Sorry, Hamsika. All right. So now we're going to start a new one, a new chain. We're now going to go the opposite direction. Okay. First Yuti, then Swasti, then Sparsh. Okay. So now this is your next sequence. I was going to Walmart and I saw some flowers. So Yuti, you go next.
I was going to Walmart and I saw flowers and a car.
Swasti, you're on mute.
I was going to Walmart, saw flowers, a car, and a globe.
Sparsh, next.
I went to Walmart and I saw flowers, car, and a globe,
And a balloon. Okay, Sparsh, you need to come closer to your laptop or your phone. So Yuti, did you hear that? He said a balloon at the end. Okay.
I was walking to Walmart and I saw flowers, car, globe, and a balloon and a jacket.
Okay, Swasti.
I was walking to Walmart when I saw flowers, a car, a globe, a balloon,
Sorry, Swasti. I don't think you could remember a jacket.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, sorry, Swasti. Okay. Now, we'll have the next round between Sparsh and Yuti. Okay. All right. So, are you guys ready for the third one?
Yes.
All right. So, Sparsh, you start this time. I was going to the county fair and I saw cotton candy.
I was going to the county fair and cotton candy and balls.
No, sorry, Sparsh, we could not hear you.
He said balls.
Sorry, Gaurang, once more.
He said balls.
Ball, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yuti?
Okay, so
I was
close.
going to the county fair and I saw cotton candy, a ball, and a chair.
And a chair. Okay.
Sparsh. Your turn, Sparsh.
I was going to the county fair and I saw cotton candy, a ball, a chair, and a zipper.
And a zebra.
Zipper.
You have to come close, Gaurang. We can hear you. We can hear the dad, but not the kid. Sorry.
Sparsh. Now say it.
Zipper. Is that what he said?
Yes.
Okay, he saw zipper. Yuti, next.
I was going to the county fair and I saw cotton candy, ball, chair, zipper, and ice cream.
An ice cream. Wow. Ooh. Sparsh, you go next.
I went to the county fair and I saw cotton candy, a ball, and a chair, and a zipper, and ice cream, and cake.
And cake.
Yes.
Yuti, I think we're going to a dessert shop.
I was going to the county fair and I saw cotton candy, ball, chairs, zipper, ice cream, cake, and TV.
TV, oh. There's an electronics shop in the county fair. Wow.
Go, Sparsh.
I was going to the county fair and I saw
You forgot.
Oh. I'm sorry, Sparsh. Okay.
It's
so,
okay.
Good job, Hansika, Swasti, and Sparsh. Yuti, nice job. We'll see you in some more time. Okay, so stay back. We are going to go off screen, but don't log out of the backstage. Okay, just wait for us. Swasti, you can leave. Okay. So moderator, please have the other three contestants on. So what we've had is we have had 2 rounds. Now this is the 3rd round, right? We have Niharika joining us back in. We have Agrata and we have Kavya. Okay, so we'll do a quick round of introductions. Okay, Kavya, can you go first while others are setting up the cameras and other things?
My name is Kavya. I'm 8 years old.
Nice. Welcome. And Agrata, how about you?
Hi, my name is Agrita and I am 9 years old.
Nice. Can I ask you a question while we wait on one more contestant? I think we had some. So what do your names mean? You guys have very unique names. How about you,
My
Agrita?
name means leader.
Leader. Whoa. Nice.
The first
How
one.
about, sorry?
The first one, like leader in the first one.
Oh, the first leader. That's cool. Nice.
My name means poem.
Poem. Wow. And how about you, Niharika? Do we have you now? Can you hear us? Sorry, Niharika, you're on mute.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, go ahead.
My name is Niharika and I'm 8 years old.
8 years old. Nice. All right. So what we'll do is, I'm hoping everyone can hear us, right? I've given some instructions. You need a pen and paper with you guys. Okay, everyone has a pen and paper. I'm not going to be judging you on spelling. Okay, so but you need to write the full word. Okay, so the rule is this, right? You guys have to make a list. Okay, and I will give you 20 seconds. All right, so you guys got to write it down. Now, the person who has the most numbers on their list wins, right? If we have a tie, then I will see, then we'll do more questions, okay? So during the first round, the person with the lowest number, okay, will not go to the second round here, all right? Okay, so the first thing I have is you got to write vegetables that are green in color, a list of that. 20 seconds starts now. Okay, pencils up, pencils up, pencils up. Okay, so we'll go with Agrata. Agrata, how many did you have on your list?
I have 5.
You have 5. Okay, Kavya, how many do you have? 2. Okay, and Niharika, how many do you have?
1.
1. Okay, so Agrata, we need you to go through your list first.
Okay, lettuce, kale, spinach, romaines, and cilantro.
Okay, so you had lettuce and then you had romaine and then cilantro. Okay, so I think romaine and lettuce are the same, maybe. Okay, but that's fine. Okay, so we'll cut one. So you have 4 here. Kavya, how many do you have?
I have 2, and those 2 are cucumber and broccoli.
Okay, and then Niharika, which one did you get?
I have broccoli.
You had broccoli. Okay, all right. So I'm sorry, Niharika, right? We will repeat the same thing once more with Agrata and Kavya. Okay, but good job, guys. And Agrata, I think that's a good list. No, even I could not get those when I was writing. So you are really a leader. Okay, all right. So now what we're going to do is, are you guys ready now? So it's now Agrata and Kavya. Okay. Fair? All right. Moderator, can you please invite the person from the first round, Mananya, sorry, please to join. Thank you. She should be in the backstage here. All right. So we are going to do. Oh, she's here. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay, that's fine. We need you later. Sorry. Okay. So Agrata and Kavya, are you guys ready for your next round?
Yes.
All right, great. So within 20 seconds, right? I need you to create a list of ice cream flavors. Okay, on your marks, get set, go. Stop. Okay. So Kavya, this time we'll start with you. How many flavors did you get?
5.
5 flavors. Wow. Agrata, how about you?
4.
4. Okay, let's see. Woohoo! Now it's close. Kavya, we need to know what flavors did you get?
Okay.
chocolate, strawberry, mint, mango, fudge.
Fudge. Okay. How about you, Agrata?
Chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, and butterscotch.
And butterscotch. Butterscotch is my favorite. But I'm sorry, Agrata. I think this time Kavya gets the higher number, right? So we'll ask Kavya to stay, right? Now the good news though is we are going to go into the finals. Okay, so we're going to have Mananya, right? Your sister stay back with us. All right, and can we have Yuti back, please? Perfect. All right. So, how does it feel to be in the finals? Yuti, Kavya, Mananya.
Good.
Good. All right. All right. Women's Week, we have all powerful ladies. Okay. Let's see. So, okay. Now, this is going to be another memory game here. Okay. Now, moderator, you have to present your screen in when I tell you to. Okay. So what you're going to see is you're going to see an image. Okay, you have to be very careful now. Okay, you have to hear me very carefully. You're going to see an image on your screen. Okay, you're going to see it for almost 30 seconds. Okay, you're going to see it's going to be a board with certain objects on it. Okay, you got to remember, okay, all the objects. Okay, or not some of the objects, whatever you can remember. Okay, then we are going to go in turn, and I'm going to say, Agrata, what did you see? She might say, I saw a tomato, right? Let's say there was a tomato there. Then it's Kavya's turn. Kavya says, I saw something else. Then Yuti, you say, oh, I forgot, I don't remember what I saw. So I'm saying, oh, sorry, Yuti, you can't continue. Got it? Right? So we'll go around and you guys got to remember what was on that board. All right? Right? And the person to remember the most from the board is the winner. All right? And no repeating, right? So for example, if Mananya, right, now we got to change the name, right? Mananya is in the final, right? So Mananya, if you say tomato, Kavya cannot say tomato again. All right? Okay. So moderator, you can go in full screen mode, please. Yes, everyone should be able to see it. Okay, you have 30 seconds starting now. Okay. All right. Okay, so we're going to start with Mananya here, right? She came to us from the first round. So Mananya, what did you see?
I saw Mickey.
You saw Mickey. Good. Next is Yuti.
A white tiger.
A white tiger. Nice. Next is Kavya.
Books.
Okay. Next is Mananya.
Jasmine.
Okay. Yuti.
Pencil.
Kavya.
Rainbow.
Mananya.
Juice.
Okay. Next. Yuti. Keep going.
Pizza.
Okay.
Elephant.
Okay.
Coin.
Okay.
Moon.
Okay.
Unicorn.
Okay. Mananya.
Unicorn.
No, you repeated unicorn. It's already done. All right. Sorry, guys. Okay. Now, so Yuti, I'm sorry. You'll have to sit out the next round. So we have Kavya. Sorry, Mananya. You'll have to sit out the next round. So we have Yuti and Kavya. Now this is the absolute finals. Okay. So everybody on the TV is saying thumbs up. Best of luck, guys. Okay. All right. I think you guys have done an awesome job. I don't know how you guys remember so much. Have you guys been practicing? I think you guys have been practicing. All right. So Yuti and Kavya, this is the championship round. Okay. Are you ready for it? Now, moderator, this time you're going to play file number 2. Okay. But this time you're only going to get 15 seconds. Okay. We got to make it difficult because you did so well in remembering all the items. Okay. And no writing down on paper. Okay. And no prompting outside. All right. Everybody focused. My God, you guys are doing awesome job. Everybody, even Mananya. All right. So, on your marks, get set. Wait first for the moderator. Okay, good. Stop, please. All right. I think this was a difficult one as well. So, let's see. Kavya, no. First, it will be Yuti who came from round number 2. So, Yuti, you go first.
Angel.
Angel, okay.
Gorilla.
Gorilla, okay.
Banana.
Banana, okay.
Coconut.
Okay.
Carrot.
Okay.
Gum.
Okay.
Chair.
Okay. Do 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 do.
Ping pong.
Sorry, Kavya, it was late. Okay. So, Yuti. So, Kavya, I think you did an awesome job. I think the buzzer just beat you by so much. Okay. So, I have to be fair to Yuti as well. Right. So, so Yuti, congratulations. Right. You have been the winner, and Kavya, I think you've come in close second. All right. So congratulations to both of you, Mananya as well. So thank you. Hope you had fun here. All right. Okay. Cool. Okay. Chalo. Then so congratulations, Yuti. We'll be contacting you later as well. Okay. So thank you both. Thank you all. Hopefully you have all had fun. Yeah. All right. So we'll start with our agenda. We do have Tambola as well that's pending. So, but before that, I think Anjali, we have some winners to announce from our activities as well. Moderator, can we have Anjali on the screen as well, please?
Thank you, Ankit. So, as I mentioned before, we had a pretty amazing week before this, starting from Women's Day, which was on the 8th of March on Monday. We had a bunch of contests that we held. On Monday was the short story and poetry contest. On Tuesday, we had food photography. And this was followed by a couple of workshops in painting techniques and makeup as well. So we had quite a bit of response for both the contests that we held, the short story, poetry, and food photography. And I'm very excited to announce the winners. They got so many likes on Facebook. We really have a winner in the house, Ankit. So the short story, of course, goes to Yuti again. Congrats, Yuti. Here is I just wanted to share the little story that she wrote. It's also there on Facebook for everybody who wants to go and read it. Yuti is really on a winning streak today. Congrats again. And the next competition was the food photography, and the winner is Meeta Bhinge. Oh my God, that looks so delicious. I can't wait to just walk over to her house and eat it one day. Oh my God, that looks so amazing. And I love the way she's just set up the whole, I mean, it's something as simple as pancakes that she's made look so beautiful. So congrats, Meeta, and keep cooking, keep making people happy with your delicious food. Congrats to all of you once again. Ankit, shall we go ahead and announce some of our other sponsors that we had today?
Yeah. So next we have Anartana Arts. It's our very own Anjali. She is an exponent of Bharatanatyam, and so she is teaching locally. She specializes in the Kalakshetra style of Bharatanatyam, and so she's taking enrollments from for all ages from 6 and up, and her classes are going to be tailored for all beginners and experienced. So all levels of capability are welcome. So I think I should also compliment Anjali on she's very multifaceted. So it's been really fun working with her. Let's go to the next one. Then we have another special a special business here. We have Jennifer, who leads Sweet Tooth Bakes. She specializes in I'll say abstract and modern cakes, and these days I see and a host of other patisserie and bakery items. I think these days the cakes are nothing short of art, in my opinion, right? So please, again, contact information is available. Please do contact her as necessary. All right. I think next we go back to Tambola.
Yes, thank you, Ankit. So we have a couple of more things left for this evening. Of course, the fashion show that's coming up. I'm sure everybody's been looking forward to that. And a very, very special Women's Day video that was made for us that we will be putting up towards the end. But before that, let's finish playing Tambola. The last call number was 82. And let me repeat, the top line is gone, bottom line is gone. So we have middle line and the 2 full houses left. So let's keep playing, and hopefully those prizes are going to go quickly. Okay, so if everybody's ready with your tickets, the next number, 4 dozen, 4 and 8, 48. Three and 9, 39. Heaven's Gate, 7 and 8, 78. Standing by itself right at the beginning, the number 1. Time for fun, 3 and 1, 31. All the fours, 4 and 4, 44. Super sixer, number 6. One dozen, 1 and 2, 12. Middle line and 2 full houses. Who's gonna get there? 8 and 1, 81. Pack of cards, 5 and 2, 52. A big fat number 10. Okay, and we have a call for the middle line. Sangeeta, can we have your ticket number, please? Can we have Sangeeta's ticket up on the screen, please? Number 19. Okay, so middle line 16, 38, 54, 69, and 81. Perfect. Good job, Sangeeta. Congratulations. So middle line is gone too. It's the final run for the full houses. So full house 1 and 2. Let's go. 3 and 2, 32. The last of the singles, number 9. Let's see who gets to the first full house. There's a real bumper prize. 5 and 1, 51. Rise and shine, 4 and 9, 49. Five and 7, 57. Knock at the door, number 4. Naughty at 40. 40, 40. And I see another full house. Did Shivika get it first or Parul? I see a yes from both of you, so I'm not sure. Okay, not Shivika, only Parul. Okay. Second prize for Parul then. Can we see her ticket up on screen, please? Okay, so 4, 8, 9, 14, 17, 21, 31, 49, 57, 61, 64, 68, 75, 77, 85. Today's your lucky day, Parul. 2 prizes. Congratulations. Bumper prize is coming your way. Okay. So let's see who gets the final prize. Everything is gone. Only one full house left. Let's see who gets that last one. Next number, 8 and 0, 80. Two fat snowmen, 8 and 8, 88. Republic Day, 2 and 6, 26. Seven and 4, 74. So lucky 2, 7 and 2, 72. Do we have a call for the next prize? I think Raksha called first. So let's see Raksha's ticket on screen. Okay, so 6, 9, 19, 26, 31, 33, 44, 54, 57, 66, 69, 71, 83, 84, 85. And that brings us to the end of Tambola. Congratulations, Raksha, and congrats to all of our winners. Thank you so much for playing. I hope you all had fun. Congrats once again to all of the winners. We will reach out to you with your prizes. And okay, so moving on, I would like to introduce the last couple of sponsors that we had for the evening. We had totally 10 businesses that reached out to us and agreed to sponsor. So it's very, very overwhelming, and it feels great that the community continues to support us so well through all of our events, through all of the ups and downs, through the virtual events. Okay, so the next company that we have up on screen is the Memory Box, which is again run by Smita Mahajan. She's a very, very dear friend and so much fun to work with. I have also done shoots with her, and I'm sure a lot of us who are watching right now have done shoots with her. She is amazing at her work. She is a certified portrait photographer from the New York Institute of Photography, and she offers photography services for weddings, maternity shoots, events, uh, any kind of festivals, newborns, kids, specific style shoots. The list goes on. So if you have any photography needs, please reach out to Smita. Her details are on screen for you. You can also follow her, the memorybox.photos on Instagram and Facebook. And the last company that had sponsored us today, Vachasa Fashions. It's run by Deepthi Shah, and they bring to us latest fashions which have been crafted with premium fabrics. They collaborate with young and upcoming designers from India, and they bring their clothes. All of this is Indian attire, of course, and they bring these clothes to our town here in Columbus. So That is Vachisa Fashions for you. Again, her details are on screen. Please reach out if you have any specific needs. I've also seen some of their clothes that she keeps posting on Facebook. In fact, I've done a shoot in one of her outfits along with Smita, and it was so beautiful, so beautiful. I absolutely loved wearing the ghagra that I had picked up from them. So with that, thank you to all of the amazing sponsors who came to us today and agreed to sponsor this event.
Anjali, I'm sorry, I'll have to get in here for a minute. We saw on the Full House, there were two people who called at the same time. So Saroj also called for a Full House. Saroj, we are waiting on your ticket number if you're still viewing. Anyways, I think we'll let's continue. I've responded. We've asked for the ticket numbers on Facebook. If she responds, we'll look into that. But that might be a potential one that where Raksha and Saroj also called at the same time.
Okay.
So we'll look into that for all the folks who are viewing right now.
Sure. Okay, so we are down to the last segment of tonight's event, our fashion show. So we got quite a few responses for our fashion show, especially in the kids category, and we had these three lovely kids who sent us videos. We had given them so the rules of the event were to come up with a 1-minute video where they introduce themselves. And they had to do two outfits. One is an Indian outfit, and the other we themed 2020, and it was up for interpretation. And we got some really, really fun videos from these three kids, and we couldn't choose a winner. So all three of them are the winners for this evening, and we are going to be playing their videos for you now.
Hello everybody, namaste. My name is Niharika Koda. I am 8. Hello everybody, namaste. My name is Niharika Koda. I am 8 years old. My hobbies are painting and reading. Hello everyone, my name is Hamsika and I am in 3rd grade. My hobbies are book reading and painting. Happy Women's Day. Hello everyone, namaskaram. My name is Yuthi Kutumbaka, 8 years old, and my hobbies are painting, building blocks, and playing outside.
Loved it, loved it. I have no idea where these kids come up with these things. It takes me back to the time that we used to do fancy dress competitions back in school. So much fun. Thank you, kids, and congratulations to all of you. All of you are our winners today. Um, and finally, we have a very special video that was sent in to us by Suman Suresh. So, can we have her ramp walk on screen, please?
Hi everybody, this is Suman Suresh. I'm from Bangalore and I'm a software engineer at Cummins. During my free time, I love traveling and hiking solo and climb different mountains. I'm also part of a dance and sports team in town. Fun fact about me is I'm a biker and I ride a Harley Davidson. The purpose of me being here is inspiring women to like break stereotypes and social expectations and go ahead and achieve all their dreams. Thank you.
Fun fact about Suman, in her free time, she's also a filmmaker, and she has actually put together, along with Chaitra Shekhar, the two of them have put together this very, very special Women's Day video for us. Of course, the video that we're going to be playing, it's not something that's specific to Women's Day or Women's Week. It never goes out of context, and it's actually it resonates with the discussion that we had today during the panel discussion. So thank you, Suman and Chaitra, for putting this together for us. I've already watched it. I absolutely love it. And we're going to play it for all of you now.
This will be interesting. I don't know what to expect. This is why I love my job. I want to make a difference.
Are you ready?
I'm a little nervous.
Don't worry, it's just going to be very simple questions, okay?
Okay. Camera rolling. Action.
Hello everybody. Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk with Suman. Today I'll be talking to a different set of people to get their answers on a very important topic. I was wondering what I can do differently this Women's Day. I had a fairly good chance to pursue what I want and be independent in life. But I also want to know, was it the same thing with everybody? Then it suddenly hit me. What are the changes we want to see? But first, let's welcome our today's guest, Raksha. So what is the change you want to see this Women's Day?
Oh, there are a million things that I want to see the change in, but there is one simple thing. So since my childhood, I've seen that when someone needs a glass of water or something from the kitchen, they always look at the woman, even though the boys are just right there. Maybe this could change?
You know, when I'm angry or frustrated about something, people ask me, "Aw, bad time."
You know, when I said no to something once, this person actually told me I'll catch you at a different time of the month.
They ask, is it that time of the month? That needs to change.
Oh, you know, this is something I never understood. In some families, women have to eat after everybody else. It doesn't even make sense.
Oh my god, they don't even sit on the same table.
I think everybody just have to sit together and eat. After all, a family that eats together stays together, right? That's the change.
So, me and my husband share all the household work and responsibilities. But you know what's funny? People come up to me and say, I'm lucky to have such an understanding husband. Seriously?
Cooking, cleaning, and to diaper change, poor guy has to do everything.
I mean, we are a team. We're in this together. I think it's time this is normalized.
How long are we going to bless couples saying have a boy child? I think it has to stop, right? Like, as long as it's a healthy child, doesn't matter which gender. Boy or a girl, it is going to be a blessing.
Stop sympathizing with parents who have two daughters. It's okay.
Someone told my mom it must be really hard raising 3 girls.
This mentality has to change, right?
The number of times I have been told to talk less and laugh softly, I really hope that changes because I want my daughter to laugh however she wants to laugh.
My younger sisters constantly asked, when I get married, when I'm going to get settled. But I know that me and many of my other friends, we have the luxury of not having this pressure. I think that difference needs to change.
Moms should stop trying to look for the perfect daughter-in-law to take care of their sons. I really think that needs to stop.
I think when it comes to emotions and feelings, men have them too. So I think it's unfair to say, don't cry like a woman or, anything like that. Because from my experience, most women I know are really, really strong.
Why is it a man's responsibility to earn and secure a good future for the family? Why can't a wife be a sole bread earner? These expectations, I think these should change.
We have to be back to the terms that
What? Was it a dream? We are in 2021. So much has changed, so much more to change. I wish we finally are in a place and time where we don't have to worry about all the changes that I dreamt of. We talk about changes.
Let's be the change and make a difference.
So many changes, right? But as a community, I think all of us are capable of coming together and making things happen. So this Women's Day, let us all take a vow to come together and try to make these changes happen. I think it's very, very important for our future generations, especially. Thank you, Suman. That was so beautiful, the way you brought that whole scenario and situation to life, and the way you put the whole film together. I was also in it. I absolutely loved being a part of it. And thank you to everybody who took part in that film as well. And with that, we come to the end of this evening's program. We had a lot of fun putting this together for all of you. This is a new format that we have tried. We did Women's Day for the first time last year. So this is the second time and the first time virtual. Let's hope it is the last. And let's hope that the next event that happens is in person. But until then, good night, take care, and happy Women's Day to all of you out there.